Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. We're doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title today: God gives no authority to set a time for Christ's return. Matthew 24:36. But about that day and hour no one knows, neither the angels of heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. Your views have found favor with some, but it is because these persons have not discernment to see the true bearing of the arguments you present. They've had but a limited experience in the work of God for this time, and they do not see where your views would lead them. They're ready to assent to your statements. They see nothing in them but that which is correct. But they are misled because you have woven together much scripture in constructing your theory. Your arguments appear conclusive to them. Not so, however, with those who have an experimental knowledge of the truth that applies in the last period of this earth's history. While they see that you hold some precious truth, they see also that you have misapplied scripture, placing it in a framework of error where it does not belong and making it give force to that which is not present truth. The light God has given is that the scriptures you have woven together yourself do not fully understand. I've had to speak plainly in regard to those who were then leading away from right paths. With pen and voice I've borne the message, go not ye after them. The hardest task I ever had to do in this line was in dealing with one who I knew wanted to follow the Lord. For some time he had thought he was obtaining new light. He was very ill and must soon die. Those to whom he presented his views listened to him eagerly. Some thought him inspired. He had a chart made and reasoned from the scriptures to show that the Lord would come at a certain date in 1894, I think. To many, his reasoning seemed to be without a flaw. They told of his powerful exhortations in his sick room. Most wonderful views passed before him. But what was the source of his inspiration? It was the morphine given him to relieve his pain. No one has a true message fixing the time when Christ is to come or not to come. Be assured that God gives no one authority to say that Christ delays his coming 5, 10, 20 years. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. All who are laborers together with God will contend most earnestly for the faith once delivered to the saints. They will not be turned from the present message, which is already lightening the earth with its glory. Nothing is worth contending for but the glory of God. The only rock that will stand is the rock of ages. The truth as it is in Jesus is a refuge in these days of error. That title again: God gives no authority to set a time for Christ's return. The Bible clearly says, of that day or hour no man knows. And here we read, when Matthew, that day and hour no one knows, neither the angels of heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. And there have been various spurious theories, interpretations, where someone is supposing that Jesus will come at a certain time. And this did happen in 1843, which we spoke about in previous devotions. But this happened again, according to this, by someone else in 1894. And there's been various others. The Bible and God will not tell us when the time is to come, because everyone, probably including myself, will do all we can just to enjoy ourselves, and then at the last minute we then try and be good. That's just human nature, I guess. Of that time, God says, "Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not." All we can keep in mind is what the Bible has prophesied should and will happen before he comes. That is how we know the time is very close.